This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello and welcome. My name is Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us for episode 23 of Wicked Rhody. I think at this point, they should probably just cancel school and work everything for the entire month of February because
I agree.
Between the Patriots winning and the parade and then the snowstorm and the multiple days off, February is just a wash. And then next week is supposed to be school vacation week for majority of schools, not every school.
Yes.
So it's, what are you going to do with the kids, for an entire month in February?
I don't know. I've been now home with the kids for 5 days straight.
Yeah.
Let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep.
I finally have a little relief because I have someone come and watch my kids while we record Wicked Rhody on Tuesdays. I was going bonkers, and so were my kids.
Yeah. Well, Blake was traveling too.
He was stuck.
Stuck in Vegas.
Yes, of all places. Lucky devil.
Well, hey, it could be worse.
It could.
Be
but
stuck in Washington, D.C. with the current administration.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
And
Makes this much easier.
And the dumpster fire that it is. Well, hey, it doesn't matter who you voted for or who you feel supporting politically. If you tuned in while you're on the road working or just getting some errands done, just sit back, listen, and enjoy. If it's something that piques your interest, we will have all the information available on our website and in the episode show notes. You can find our website at wickedroadypodcast.com. All right, what do we have for a wicked interesting pick of the week?
We touched upon this last week, and now is the time to truly clear out that calendar for this weekend for Newport Vineyards Winterfest. Now, Newport Vineyards is stunning. It's gorgeous, no matter what the season.
Yeah.
And I really think that people don't understand how great it is to visit our local vineyards during the off season when the tourists aren't here because it's all ours. It's not crazy crowded. It's nothing like that. We can just go and explore to our heart's content. But this weekend is the Winterfest. It's a whole weekend of fun. They're starting with Friday night. They're going to be having a speakeasy soiree with the New Providence Big Band. And then on Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be having live ice sculpture performances.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's always a fun thing to do because especially, I know this event is specifically for adults, but even at that, if you're creative and you've always wondered, it's kind of like when they do chainsaw carving at the, the county fairs or the different fairs they have throughout the summer. It's just amazing for the person watching to see an artist visualizing out of this giant block of ice. There's a piece of art in there.
I would have been lucky if I could ever make a circle from a piece of ice.
I can make a square.
Right? They're going to also be having grape stomping.
Yes.
Grape stomping competition. So, that's just something that is really cool. You don't always think about it happening, of course, in the winter, but they're going to be having an ice bar for your wine tastings, which a lot of people seem to like. It's really cool. So I am really pumped about this. It's something that I'm going to be checking out myself this weekend, but it's at Newport Vineyards. Tickets in advance are $25 and $28 at the door. So mind you, that includes your wine tasting, and it really is going to be such a fun weekend down at Newport Vineyards.
Certainly something you want to order in advance.
So that's what's wicked interesting. And now, here's what's wicked fun in the 401.
Polar plunges have certainly become a popular thing to do for fundraising.
Can you please say that 5 times fast? Polar plunges have certainly become popular.
I would. I'll try that after. After the record button is no longer pressed down. The great way to raise money and to do good things for different organizations has become the polar plunge, and they're doing them. They used to just do them on January 1st, but now it seems like every weekend they've got one going on. So we're hitting up a good one this week. It's the Insanity for Humanity Polar Plunge, which is happening this Saturday. And it's a crazy way to help out your neighbors. And what better way to do that than eating food, playing games, and jumping into the freezing cold Atlantic and raising money for the Izzy Foundation.
It's so funny that you say how a lot of places do polar plunges on the 1st of the year. It is much colder now.
Right.
It's more polar-ish
Yeah.
now compared to January 1st.
Well,
of
the
this
water
year.
temperature usually around January 1st is in the 40s. Now it's in the mid 40s rather. Now it's in the lower 40s and upper 30s, depending on where you are in the bay. This is when you start to see some ice forming on different parts of the saltwater. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is hardcore. So this is for people like you who like to get in their skivvies.
Yeah, you go. Absolutely. I do like 21 Pilots, strip down to my undies and go for it in my little Speedo. But they'll have a band there. We've talked about him before. Collington. He'll be there playing. And it's a suggested donation of $25, which gets you a T-shirt. But any donation will be accepted. So, again, that's happening this Saturday. And, again, we'll have the links on our website.
Awesome. So we talked about Newport Vineyards and just how much I love Newport, especially in the winter. Well, guess what? Newport in general is having their winter festival going on this whole week.
So before we talked about Winterfest.
Yes.
This is Winterfest.
Yes.
All right.
Lots of confusion.
It's all right. Just go to Newport.
In
hang
winter.
out.
Exactly. There's just so much good going on, not just this weekend, but this entire week with the Newport Winter Festival. So it is the 29th annual Newport Winter Festival. It will take place from the 17th through the 26th throughout all of Newport and Newport County. So there's going to be over 150 events.
That is crazy.
Seriously, I
know.
Who
organizes this? Who's in charge?
Newport.
They got nothing better to do. No tourists, so they have all the time to plan. That's great.
So they're going to be having a very unique experience combining food, festivities, music, and fun, honestly, for all ages. So we were talking about how a lot of kids are going to have, winter break coming up. You get to melt away your winter blues with the Newport Winter Festival by having a chili cook-off. Start drooling, right? A chili cook-off, children's fair, a teddy bear tea, a princess party, an illusion quest, magician, juggler, some really great concerts, a Jimmy Buffett tribute band, Boston's premier top 40 country band, Walking the Line, a comedy show. I mean, there's going to be so many things going on. As I said, over 150 events. Now, the way to get into this is you need to buy a bracelet, which is only $10.
Oh, it's not
and
bad
that
at all.
provides free admission or significant discounts to all of the festival events. And I actually participated in some of the events last winter.
Oh, okay.
We went wine tasting and we just kind of hung out around Newport. We also went on the bird's eye view helicopter tour of Newport.
In the winter?
In the winter.
Now, was there snow at the time?
I'm trying to think. I don't think there was snow.
We didn't have a lot of snow last year.
Yeah. It was definitely cold, but once I got into the helicopter itself, it was nice and toasty.
Oh, good.
And I got to take some great video. I mean, I never really get to see, no one really gets to see Newport from above. I mean, you fly out of TF Green, you might get to see something for a couple of
but you're usually
seconds.
really high by that point, and you're going to a destination, so it's not a slow pan.
No, it's not. So different things like that you may not necessarily think about doing when you have the Newport Winter Festival bracelet, you get things a little discounted.
Oh, good.
So definitely check that out. It's going on for the entire week.
Can't beat that. Well, something to check out, speaking of Newport and the beaches, a winter beach party at East Bay Bikram Yoga in Bristol, Rhode Island on Sunday the 19th. So you can chase away those midwinter blues with their annual beach party. Their studio will be transformed into a tropical island getaway.
Hello.
Even more so than usual. Now, Bikram Yoga is the hot yoga. So that's the one where you go there and they keep it really nice and warm for you. Helps, limber up all the muscles and helps you sweat out all the yuckies. But they will have special pop-up yoga wear shop by Everywhere Activewear. Thai massage by one of their students. They'll have aura photography by one of their teachers. Yeah.
Have you ever had your aura taken a picture of?
No. I once had an aurora.
Oh, aurora. Is that what it? Wait.
No, it's aura.
I'm so confused.
No, it's an aura photography.
Okay.
An aurora was a car, I believe. If you put a C in there, it's an Acura. And there'll be plenty of palm trees and flamingos, so you can bring a snack or a dish to share with their parklet lunch. And come and relax for a while. The party runs from noon to 3:30, so you can stop in anytime. And especially if you want to meet the people over there at East Bay Bikram Yoga in Bristol. Wonderful people. And that's what's happening this weekend.
This week's Wicked Family Friendly event is with Blooming Artisan. So Blooming Artisan is actually run by this wonderful woman named Jennifer, who also went to University of Rhode Island. That's
URI?
Yep,
Rhody Rams?
URI grad. And she founded Blooming Artisan because she believes people have really busy and demanding lives. And, deep down, we all might crave opportunities to spend meaningful time together, whether it's bonding with friends or family or coworkers in a different, meaningful way. So to help people do this, Blooming Artisan provides fun, social, creative, and even informative experiences by offering, get this, do-it-yourself floral arts and botanical craft parties.
Well, after all the snow, maybe that's what people just need. They
Right?
need a little green thumb action to keep their hopes alive through the winter cold.
How's your green thumb?
It's not.
Right?
I come from a family of farmers, and I can't keep it alive. Nope.
How
It's all
sad
good.
is that?
That's okay. That's all right. Not everybody can play the accordion.
No, there you go. That's your talent. Well, I too have I joke I have a brown thumb,
There you go.
not a green thumb. But I was talking with Jennifer, and she was saying that really one of her passions, in addition to connecting people, is also helping teach people. Because since this is what she studied, she really gets to bring her passion to these great do-it-yourself parties. So 2 of the events that I wanted to really let you know about, they're upcoming family terrarium nights. So she hosts all sorts of events. It's usually adult focused, to be honest. So you could go have a girls' night or go with some different coworkers. But because it is school vacation week next week, she really wanted to have some family-focused events. And it is going to be on Thursday, February 23rd and Friday, February 24th. Both are at 6:30 p.m. And it's at the Empowerment Factory, which is in the Hope Artist Village in
right
Pawtucket.
there. Yeah, where
Lots of great things
where the
going on.
Met Theater is. There's a coffee place there. Is it New Harvest Roasters or something like that?
Yeah. But the indoor farmers market takes place there
Yep.
also. So once again, it is going to be family terrariums, and you get to, what terrariums are, right? With the little succulents, they hold them in the glass bowls.
Yeah.
So really, you can just kind of learn more about how to make it, how to care for it. So people like you and I, who may not have the greenest thumb, will hopefully have a lot more success after this event. I mean, she has over 25 years of experience in the landscape industry and business management, so she knows what she's doing. And this is really a cool way to have like a living ecosystem for your plants. That's what a terrarium is, a whole ecosystem.
I can't even keep my grass alive, so
So that once again is next week on Thursday and Friday.
So whether you're a first date or it's an anniversary or just looking for something little different to create a spark happening, and really...
This better not be your first date.
Yeah, it better not be a first. For the 15th annual Newport Bridal Show, taking place on Saturday, February 18th at Rose Cliff and Ocean Cliff in Newport. So 2 different locations. The hours are from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And all the information will be there. But if you are planning a wedding, if you know somebody who is planning a wedding, this is a great opportunity to get everything that you would get in a wedding catalog in real life. You can talk to people. You can see and sample and hear different bands. You can taste different desserts. And they usually have all sorts of different cakes you can try and just get a lot of great information and get your questions answered. Now, let me give you a little tip. If you are a bride-to-be, bring address labels, the self-sticky ones.
Yeah.
Because everybody has something really good to offer for an enter to win.
Oh, you're right.
So instead of writing down with a little golf pencil your name and a phone number, and hopefully all you have to do is rip off one of those little self-sticky things and put that on there. Or you just make them up. You can just make them up and put your email address and a phone number and your name. And there you go.
That's brilliant. Super
easy. Great way to breeze right through, because between the 2 locations, there are a lot of things to see. And this one is one of the premier bridal shows we have in the state.
Now, you are a pretty recent newlywed. Did you get to go to any kind of event like this?
No, because I worked for a wedding band. I've done events and everything. We just kind of planned it, just went off and ran with it. And plus, Susan was living in Missouri at the time until 2 weeks before the wedding. Yeah, so I was pretty good. I was pretty covered as far as what we were going to do. I had a caterer, I had a photographer, I had the band, I had the venue, and the minister who was my uncle. So that worked out real well.
Easy. Well, I myself have had to go to bridal shows when I was planning my wedding, and it is awesome. It's so informative, and it gets you really excited. So for any of you who are engaged, and to be honest, even if you're not engaged, if you just like weddings and want to know about weddings,
sure,
I would go, because especially if you think you're in a serious relationship, just go with a bunch of friends, because it's good to know what kind of stuff you need to plan, what price ranges things often are in weddings, and heck, you're gonna laugh. You're probably gonna taste some champagne and some wedding cake while you're there. So
absolutely,
it's a good way. Grand time.
It's a good way to window shop.
Yes.
Over the past few weeks, we've had a really good selections of different prizes to give away. So we do have a prize to give away today, correct?
Yes.
What are we giving away?
We wanted to announce the winner for the Rhode Island Philharmonic concert tickets for this weekend's concert. They're going to be having a concert on Friday for the Rush Hour concert, and then also a full concert on Saturday night. Lots of great pieces are going to be performed. And this week's winner is Irma Basila.
Hey, congratulations, Irma.
Yes. So just keep your eyes and ears open on Wicked Rhody, whether the Facebook page or just keep listening to our podcast episodes, because we're going to have some more great things lined up for giveaways. But I do have 10 bracelets to the Newport Winter Festival.
Whoa.
10.
Well, I think that's a good reason for people to go online.
Right?
And check it out. And if you are a business that wants to be featured in this, you just go to our website. We have all the guidelines and the rules there as far as what the parameters are, and you can actually have your item featured in the giveaways as well.
That's right. So head on over to wickedroadypodcast.com to enter to win one of those bracelets.
Hey, as we said at the start of the podcast, everything we talk about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and if you are posting photos from any of the events we chatted about, or heck, anything fun in the 401, we want to see it. So tag us in the description, or even better, use the hashtag WickedRhody.
Hey, if you want to advertise or sponsor a segment here, we'd love to chat with you. All the information can be found on our website, and you can email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com, and we will give you all the information and get you right up here directly into the earbuds of our listeners.
That's right. Don't forget to subscribe to Wicked Rhody. If you listen to us in iTunes, hit that subscribe button so that you get the newest episodes straight to your device. Well, until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.